This tutorial will show how to do exercise 302 on your handout. That is page 3-5 of your handout. This one involves the rotate command. So my advice is don't draw it from the start as it's shown. Draw it from the start as if the center line were vertical. That way you can take advantage of the quadrants to locate these four circles and these four circles that are later trimmed into arcs. Then after you've done it upright, rotate it 18 degrees about its center. Okay. Let's start at the center. Remember, let's begin assuming it's oriented with the center red center line straight up. You don't need to, this early in your training, I don't expect you to draw the red center lines or the magenta dimensions, just the black stuff on layer 0. We'll learn layers in a couple more weeks. Let's start drawing circles starting at the center. Drop down the circle, start a brand new drawing for good measure. Turn off the grid. I got no use for it. I like to use dynamic input. Polar tracking is set for 90. 45 would work. Might change it to 45 later, maybe. And object snaps are turned on with object snaps set for end, mid, center, quadrant, and intersection. Okay, in the unlikely event we need to use perpendicular, tangent, or nearest, let's use an Osnap override for those. Okay, let's start the circles again. Drop down circle center diameter, pick a point at random, and that center circle is a diameter of 3.3 units. 3.3, enter. We got another circle outward, concentric outward, that is a radius of 2.3. Perhaps a machinist would prefer that being dimensioned by diameter. I'll look into that. We'll click circles, drop down circle center radius, follow the dimensions, snap at the center, and the radius of this circle, it'll be trimmed down into arcs, is 2.3, and hit enter. Notice we're back to type a command. Let's draw this red circle here as a guideline. It'll come out black, but we'll erase it after drawing these, at least one of these frog eyes. So, don't, AutoCAD, I'm a firm believer of drawing chalk lines or guidelines because they're so easy to erase. And pencil drafting, you avoided that because you'd have to erase them, and that always was difficult on paper with lead pencils. But with CAD, it's so easy to draw a guideline and erase it. Don't feel like you're wasting time by drawing guidelines. Let's go to circle center diameter and draw a 5-unit diameter circle. Let me zoom in a little more on this guy. The PDF file I got here for your handout. Let's see, 5 circle diameters. Just drop down circle center diameter. Snap at the center of these concentric circles. And the diameter we want for this red circle used as a guideline is 5. So far, so good. Okay, now again, we're going to draw this, assuming that the center line is vertical, and then later rotate it entirely. So let's start on the frog eye at the top dead center of this guide circle here. And all 4 of these bolt holes are 0.75 diameter. 4x means there are 4 features on this drawing that the following dimension applies to, and the dimension says diameter of 0.75. So activate AutoCAD, we'll draw circle center diameter again. Snap at the quadrant of that guide circle, we'll later erase. And the diameter should be 0.75, enter. Now let's draw the circle here that'll form the top of this frog eye. That's dimensioned by radius. So we'll use circle center radius icon off the flyout toolbar. We'll O-snap at the center of this circle, which is also the quadrant of the big circle. Either one, I know it's the same point. So I'll click, and the radius of this circle should be 0.65. Enter. Okay. I don't believe there's a straight line. Yeah, I believe that there's no straight line right here. It goes directly from this arc directly to this arc. So we'll use the fillet command with the radius setting, or radius option set to draw fillets with radius of 0.35. Remember to fillet it to this circle, not this bolt circle. Matter of fact, I see no use for this guide circle now. Correct. If we use the mirror command, we won't need to O-snap its quadrant. So let me erase this before it causes confusion. I'll erase, select that with a crossing window, enter. Now, got a clear shot to draw the fillet arc here. A radius of 0.35. Let's go to the fillet icon on the modify panel of the home tab. Start from scratch. Oh, carelessly, I should have 3 text lines. I don't know why it's not letting me right now, but I'll check, see if I can adjust it in a minute. We'll change click the radius option to change the radius setting from 0 that a start from scratch drawing always has. We'll change it to 0.35. Hit enter. It's asking for first and second objects. There's our arc. While we got the radius set for 0.35, let's fillet the other side. Just hit enter from the type of command prompt, and the last used command comes back up. Fillet is still 0.35, will be till we change it again, so I can go directly to the first and second object. Okay. Could trim away this bottom arc, but let's do them all at the same time. Let's mirror this frog eye. On second thought, let's trim at least this guy because it'll save us time if we trim it before making mirror copies of this. So we'll launch trim again and click on all 3 sections of that arc. Enter to finish the trim command. Again, I'll trim all 4 arcs there, later. Click the mirror icon. It says type of command. Oh, let me see if I can adjust the command area. Okay, it's not letting me do it. There's a workaround to fix that. It's on the list, your list of tutorials near the end. This might be the one that you gotta save your file and close and reopen it. I don't know why there's such a glitch. Deal with it. Let's click mirror icon. select those 3 arcs and 1 circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 objects. 4 objects are selected, it says here. That's what we want to mirror. So hit enter to tell AutoCAD I'm finished selecting what I want to work with. It says enter first point of mirror line. Well, to place the copy down here, any 2 points along this infinite horizontal line through the center of the big circles will work. So there's 1 point. There's a second point. Now it asks, do you want to erase the source or the original objects? 95% of the 99% of the time you'll answer that no. So hit enter to accept the suggested no default, or N enter. I'll just hit enter. Now to make mirror copy of these 2 here and here, I really need a 45-degree mirror line now. So if I reflect these about a mirror line here, this one will reflect over here, and this set will make a reflection over here, straight across the 45-degree mirror line. So let's change polar tracking increment to 45. It could add 45 as an additional angle, but 45 is easier and just as good. Increment angle, that is. Double check. Yep, it's now 45-degree increment. 45, 90, 135, 180. Next one would be 270. Straight down. Click in blank space to close that cursor menu. Let's launch the mirror command again. We'll select now 8 objects with a regular selection set window that selects what's 100% enclosed, but not the stuff that is only crossed. There we got 8 items found. Hit enter to tell AutoCAD you're finished building your selection set. Snap at the hover, it helps out. Snap at the center. Polar track, I believe in any of the you got 4 choices. I'll pick the most intuitive one, the 45 degrees to the upper right. Click, hit enter for answer the question no, so you don't delete the original objects. Okay, we could rotate it now, but let's machine gun the trim icon. And we selected cutting edges instead of using the default of all objects used as cutting edges. This might be a tad quicker, but this is quick enough. There. We're almost done. We just got to rotate it at 18 degrees. I'll hit enter to finish or to terminate the trim command and return to type a command prompt. Oh, okay, there's 3 lines. I'd still like to have it permanently display, but I'm not being able to resize this. Let's see, what's the angle again? 18 degrees counterclockwise. So that would be a positive rotation of 18 degrees. Remember, positive angles go counterclockwise. So let's launch the rotate command. Kind of looks like the redo icon. Clockwise arrow there. Interesting. It should be counterclockwise, since positive is counterclockwise. But anyway, we'll click the rotate icon. Rotate command says select the objects. I'll select everything with a quick crossing window. Doesn't have to enclose everything, but just as easy to enclose everything. Could have done it with a blue regular window that encloses everything. Hit enter to tell AutoCAD I'm finished selecting. I think that's right. 4, 4, 4. That's 4 times 4, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, and 21. Yep, 21 objects we want. Hit enter to finish or set tell AutoCAD. I don't need to delete from my selection set. Remember to hold the shift key while clicking on things if you've carelessly over selected. But what I want to rotate is no more, no less than what I've got selected. So I'll hit enter to tell AutoCAD I'm finished building the selection set. Specify the base point. That's the thumbtack where the stuff gets rotated. Hover on a circumference, light highlights the center. Now we want to rotate it, approximately 18, roughly there. I'll just type 18, 1/8, enter. That completes the zoom out on the PDF. That completes all the black lines, object lines we call these. And again, there's no need to draw the red center lines and no need to draw the dimensions this early in your training. That can, oh, I should save it. I won't bother. No need for me, but you might save it on your on the shared drive or the documents folder as exercise 302. I'll call that good enough. I'll end the tutorial.